The brand new Razer Kraken X gaming headset, a $50 headset at that. Putting it in line out there with the competition with like the Corsair HS50, you got the HyperX Cloud Singer, I know Astro had one. So a very affordable headset for the price or cheaper than a video game. Always good. So we'll run through it all, talk about the sound, the mic test, the pros and cons, all that good stuff in case you want to pick up a brand new gaming headset at this price. So first, the Kraken lineup has been definitely expanded over the years, but $50 is no doubt the cheapest we've seen. And this is a headset for pretty much any console. PS4, Xbox One, your Switch, the PC, mobile, because it terminates in a 3.5mm headphone jack, so you can plug this in and use it with whatever you want. And checking it out, it still is gonna follow the previous Kraken design language because it looks relatively the same. The main differences here is the fact that it is very lightweight, so it's nice and portable in that sense. In fact, this weighs 250 grams, which is actually one of the lightest gaming headsets out there in the entire market. But with that said, it is primarily plastic, so you're gonna be sacrificing some of the build quality with a plastic build construction here, but that's the trade-off. We've got 40mm drivers with an impedance of 32 ohms and a frequency response from 12 Hz to 28 kHz. In terms of the comfort and adjustment level, it does expand to fit a pretty large head, I'd say, and as you can see, a decent amount of flexibility here, although be cautious and careful with that, because like we said, plastic construction. And the ear cups do rotate a bit, around 30 degrees, I'd say, on the yoke for a better fit overall. And since it is so lightweight, there's no pressure points at all, very comfortable. The clamping pressure is very nice. You have ample padding on the inside of the headband up top, and the plush memory foam ear pads feel great as well. Then, as I like to do for you guys out there who also wear glasses, also happy to report that the comfort with this still very good. The pressure points are still non-existent, and yeah, all good stuff. Now on the back of the left ear cup is where your adjustments are gonna be. You have a mic mute button which you press in to toggle. There is no LED light on the mic itself to let you know it is muted, so just keep that in mind. And beneath the mic mute button is a volume dial. Very simple, just those two buttons, and that is literally it. And as for the mic, we can talk about that now. It is a very flexible kind of gooseneck design, and it's actually a cardioid mic, so it's aimed to kind of eliminate the background noise and stuff while focusing on your vocal pickup pattern. And now you are hearing the raw, unedited mic test straight from here. I have it plugged into my laptop, and it's just recording through the 3.5mm headphone jack. It is a 4-pole, meaning by itself you can just plug it in and use it to also, get audio and your mic. This is for like on consoles. If you just want to plug it into your controller, you're good to go. But it also does come with a splitter in case you want to extend the cable length. Then it terminates into the mic jack and the headphone jack to plug into your PC or something. Now, like I said, since it is cardioid, you can kind of gauge now how it does at eliminating the background noise. I'm just typing on a keyboard here right in front of me. So if you're gaming or streaming or something like that, talking to friends on Discord, you can gauge how it does at eliminating that. And overall, I heard it's decent. Again, you got to keep in mind that it is a $50 headset. I wouldn't really expect anything groundbreaking or mind-blowing in any sense, and that's just kind of where we're at here. It's a decent mic for the price. So moving on into the goods, how does this sound? And by itself, there is definitely a noticeable spike in the trebles, I'd say. The mids and the highs are a bit exaggerated. There is a decent amount of bass, it is there. Although, like I said, it does tend to get drowned out by the over-exaggerated mids and highs, which means things like voices come through really clearly. You could still get a good sense of directional audio, although it's not the widest sound stage. It's definitely narrowed down because they are closed back. And things like in Battlefield, I'm playing a lot of that lately. And when you're firing off a shot, you can hear that metal sense of the bullet going through the chamber and stuff. So it sounds good, but it's not amazing. Again, keep in mind, it's $50. But with that said, where it really starts to redeem itself, and then where I got impressed was, inside the box, they include a serial code to enable their 7.1 surround sound. Razer has their very own stuff. You can go in and download and enable this for free. And as I've said in pretty much every headset video that I've ever talked about, emulated surround sound is usually very bad. And I've always said just stick to the stereo audio because it always sounds better. But Razer's surround sound, they've been working on it for years. They've implemented it in other headsets. And for it being emulated, it sounds very good. And when you download that or you have it, you use your code and you enable it on this, it sounds noticeably better, which is something you do not see very often, and which is what made me very happy at this price that you also get it for free. So what that does is, yes, it's still emulated. It does increase the volume, I'd say around 25%, so keep that in mind. Everything got noticeably louder, but then it started to open up that sound stage a bit. Directional audio was more noticeable and more drastic in certain areas instead of just having it in either your left or right. So keep that in mind, because stereo audio versus emulated surround sound is usually, you know, a clear knockout fight. But here with the free software, it's very good, and I'm actually pretty impressed by it. So that's a big plus. Now, wrapping it all up, again, $50 headset. It's hard to be too harsh on these. It is, you know, a thing where I would have liked to have seen a more sturdy construction, but again, because it's lightweight, take that with a grain of salt. I would have liked to have seen inline controls on the cable, even though you have it on the back of the ear cup. I'm just used to, you know, a quick adjustment on the cable. But as for cons, iffy mic, yeah. It's a good headset for the price. There's no doubting that. And I think just the biggest pro here is the fact that you have that free 7.1 surround sound, which actually sounds good. That's the biggest takeaway from this. You get free surround sound that sounds good. I'm telling you guys, it's very rare which this is the case. So big thumbs up on my end. For the price of just 50 bucks, you can pick up a brand new gaming headset with some cons, yes, but again, pros outweigh the cons in this sense at that price. So if you want to check it out, I'll put a link for you in the description down below. If you like this review, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you all enjoyed my review of the Razer Kraken X. Have a good day.